that's where it gets gray, right?
So will the Good Samaritan Law protect someone responding to an emergency?
So the Good Samaritan Law protects you to respond to an emergency in terms of maybe life or death, right? So one of the biggest ones is someone gets into a car accident. If you do not remove the individual from the car, then that person could, get burned. And so you remove the patient from the car, but they in turn had a spinal cord injury that you didn't know, and then they were paralyzed and they sue you for it, right? This Good Samaritan Law protects you in that aspect, that you are doing good to save their life. Now it's like, if you were to really relocate someone's shoulder and you didn't really need to, EMS could have came and taken that individual away, but you did it anyway and you ended up hurting them. The Good Samaritan Law is not going to protect you in that case.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we talked about like a splinting situation where you're on the sideline and there's a physician there with you. It's PT, it's physician, someone fractures, let's say their radius or ulna. Mm-hmm. You both know that maybe the splint is like the best option there. And if there's a doctor there, that could be something you can do if the doctor agrees to it, right? If the PT was there by themselves, that would not be scope of practice because we can't necessarily splint in an emergency situation under our license.
Under technically black and white, that's correct,
okay.
Right? But there are instances where you might have to splint someone in order to remove them from that location for safety reasons. And if that's the case and you have to splint them, then it has to be either, if you're by yourself, you have to make that decision that if you don't do this, it will harm the individual more. And then if you are with, a physician and you guys come into agreement with it, let's say the physician does not know how to do it and you do it, at least you guys have come to that agreement together as a team, right? So it's always in like the betterment for the individual and for the athlete.